Says we're live. So far, so good.
Live unboxing.
I put a 2 next to it just so that way it would be a different title. So that way YouTube's all like, "Oh, you're not using the same title." Oh, it's not actually saying it on the notification, but that's all right. Okay, so let's try it this time and actually see if iOS 11's not going to crap out on me. Because iOS 11's being a total jerk right now, and it's not wanting to function. So I think so far we're doing pretty good. All right, so never mind the mess, because I just had to unbox my case for my phone, which is one of these ginormous Mophie Juice Pack Pluses that I bought for $30 off Amazon. It's one of these certified refurbished ones, and it seems to work just fine. And I bought a cheap glass screen protector thingamabobbers. I don't like the screen protectors. There's a stupid spot on my display now, but it's whatever. It's a glass screen protector. They're as cheap as they come. Okay, so enough of my blabbing. Let's go ahead and get into it. So I think first things first, we're going to go ahead and get into the graphics card, because I think the graphics card is going to be the least interesting, since it's a 1050 Ti. I'm pretty sure most people in the gaming industry would know what this is, and so we'll get the least interesting unboxing out of the way. It's still interesting, but you know, if I can get my knife open here. Now, what's interesting about this one, the one I bought, was the fact that there's no 6-pin power connector. Like, for a high-end, for an interesting graphics card, because this has a dual fan style cooler on it, but there's no 6-pin power, which was strange, because every other 1050 Ti I was looking at, besides the mini one with the single fan cooler, they all had 6-pin power on them, which is just... Oh, yes. Cut off Windows XP startup sound. My favorite. My favorite. Okay.
Jordan has a knife. He's going to take that knife later and stab it right into the router.
I'm going to take that knife, and I'll throw it on the ground. That'd be very productive.
No, you're Jordan Willery. You take it, you throw it in the router because you get sick of the century shit internet.
We'll see about that. I actually don't want to destroy it. I actually really don't want to destroy it right now, because I kind of need it.
No, if you destroy it, they'll just make you pay more.
Well, we do have a lifetime warranty as long as we rent the router. So... that's why we didn't buy the router outright, because we get the lifetime warranty that way. So if they
No, you can buy the router and go like, "Where's my lifetime warranty?" And he says, "Oh, I'm sorry, we voided it because you couldn't."
No, they only let you have a 1-year warranty if you buy the router outright, which is stupid. If you buy the router outright, you should get the warranty as long as you have the freaking service. Not when you rent the router, you get the unlimited, which makes absolutely no sense. Did I open this from the right side? I did not. I opened it from the left side, which is not what I'm supposed to do. Kill myself. Not really.
There's 2 people watching. One of them is me, just because I'm seeing what you're doing.
Well, you're not missing out on much. All right.
No, I'm really missing out on Jordan
Hot knife action. Super hot trade assurance colorful sexily tablets.
Well, that's why this damn thing is not turning off. The Wi-Fi's still plugged in.
Well, that's probably what's preventing it. Ooh. This graphics card's got a little bit of weight to it. And that's it. There's literally no power connector to this graphics card. Oh, my favorite noise. Windows XP shutting down.
You're gonna hear that a lot, just saying.
Well, there's nothing wrong with you listening to the Windows XP startup sound. Unless, of course, you slow it down like Bob Pony to 24 hours long. Alright, give me just 1 second.
This hard drive is so hot right now.
Yeah, don't kill your hard drive. Alright, let's cut this label. That's like, attention, electrostatic sensitive area. Well, I totally got this on an electrostatic compliance surface. Okay, so here we go. Now that I got it out of the packaging, here it is. GTX 1050 Ti, and
graphics card. Something I've never seen.
you haven't seen the 960 unboxing, have you? Just kidding. Anyway,
No, I haven't.
well, isn't that just something?
I don't watch all your videos.
Well, I don't watch any of your... Well, I don't watch most of your videos either, because I have a life. Sorry.
Nobody watches any videos anymore because
They're all watching PewDiePie.
no, they're all stuck watching anime and porn.
Well, that's true too. What's interesting is that this usually would be a single fan card, but as you can tell, they've extended the cooler artificially like this to accommodate for the second fan, which is quite odd. I mean, I'm not complaining, it works, but it's just kind of strange that it's a single fan design that's got two fans on it, just kind of spotted together. But, yeah, it works. It'll work. Alright, so let's go ahead and we'll get the plastic off this. Somehow, where's the pull tab on this? Oh, right there on the bottom. Yeah, that's the machine I plan on wanting to use the Microsoft Virtual Machine software on. Either that, or I'm going to see if I can hopefully get Windows 98 installed on the Pavilion N5290 and install Windows 98 onto it.
But the real question is,
Can it run...
whatever happened to the compact Rosario 6708?
Well, at the moment, it's sitting on the shelf until further notice because I just don't have the time to work on it.
Oh, I get how this mechanism works.
Well, other than this plastic on the back, I think we're ready to pop it in the case. Now, the reason why I went with the EVGA card instead of the Gigabyte one was mainly because that non-6-pin power connector design. So it makes it a little more efficient. And and I'm just more used to EVGA cards. That's just a nitpick of mine.
You're using that in the XW6600?
Yes, that's where I plan on putting the 1050 Ti's in the XW6600, which means the 9800 GT can go back into some other system, because I'm tired of putting it in the workstation because it's only a DirectX 10.1 card.
This guy's got a workstation, you know, it's got, like, probably BeamNG Drive on it.
Well, BeamNG Drive is already installed on the workstation. What a coincidence.
Why is it called a workstation when it doesn't seem like you can work on it?
Well, it's what I have lying around, okay? It's not cliche, but it works.
Watches this guy just sits and plays games.
Well, hey, it's better than playing games on my iMac, okay? Okay? I have a 512 megabyte GPU in my iMac. The fact that it can render 1080p video as fast as it does is amazing, okay? That's optimization to macOS as a nutshell.
So many airbags in it.
But I'm kind of worried about dust accumulating because this is a lot of glossy plastic. Oh, I missed a piece.
Windows Precision T3500.
Well,
7 fans in the system.
well, I would have bought one of those Dell Precisions with the Intel W series Xeons in it had it not been so freaking expensive at the time. I bought the XW6600.
Did you buy that computer new?
No, it was on eBay used.
Oh,
My XW6600 was $100. That's the only reason why I bought it.
it was. Well, suck that. I got it for free.
Hey, free systems are always nice. I'm not going to diss free.
Yeah, I got one for free. It's called the system I'm working on right now.
You know, my free system was technically the iMac. Technically. I mean, I paid $150 for my MacBook, but I technically got the iMac for free. Okay, so I think we'll go ahead and I'll put the graphics card in the workstation in a little bit. I just decided, was I going to put the graphics card into the workstation, but then I realized, no, I'm doing an unboxing live stream right at the moment, so there's no sense in me putting it in there right now until I got everything unboxed. Because I actually do want to get Windows 10 going on the tablet, so that way, then that's something I don't have to worry about. Anyway, let me go ahead and we'll cut into the case. It's not the most high quality case, I will admit. Whoops, nope, that phone fell over. It's not the most high quality case, I will admit, but it's functional enough for $10. So, why not? And besides, this is like the only real case that you could find for one of these things. So, you get what you pay for. I do like the design though, it looks really nice. So, go ahead and get the foam insert out of there, and your favorite treat, silica gel. Anyway, so now the case is out of the way. Yeah, the design, that just looks awesome. Anyway, enough glamoring at the case. Let's get to the main treat of the video. The New Vision 8-inch Windows PC tablet. That's totally something that rolls off the tongue. Microsoft Windows 10, 8-inch full high-definition IPS display. Intel Atom processor.
That's totally something that'll run Premiere.
Microsoft Signature Edition, which is important. Wi-Fi and Bluetooth built in, which I'm surprised that they say that it's built in, because what if Bluetooth wasn't built in, you know? Well, anyway. Dual cameras, dual microphones, good for you. 8-inch New Vision Full HD PC tablet. 32 gigabytes of storage, which, yes, for $80, that's quite impressive. Although, you kind of need that because Windows 10 doesn't like running on a 16 gig SSD. Trust me, I've tried that before. Wasn't very happy. Yes, I have installed Windows 10 on a 16 gig SSD, and it recommended that I had at least a 20 gig hard drive. Anyway, quad-core processor, speed up to 1.84 gigahertz, 2 gig of RAM, 32 gig of storage, expandable storage with 64 gig, 1920 by 1200 display, 2 megapixel front camera, 5 megapixel rear camera, blah, 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 blah. The reason why I think it's good that it's a Signature Edition PC is because of the fact that that comes with just clean Windows 10. I'm pretty sure everybody in the viewing audience would know that, but I have to point out for the people who don't, and they just buy a computer straight from Dole. So the box is a little on the gaudy side, but I've seen worse. Trust me, you see those like $37 cheap Android tablets, and all the advertises Android, 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 Android. Nothing about the actual tablet. It just mentions Android. Android! Anyway, enough of my overemphasization of those.
How much did you pay for it?
This tablet,
Yeah.
I paid $77 for it, which includes full Windows 10 Home.
$77, eh?
Yeah, which is ironic because after I bought it, I guess the spike in demand kind of went up because now they're $75.
Guys, I know my next computer.
That'll be your next video editing beast. You can play Skyrim on it. Just kidding. Actually, you probably could play Skyrim on it.
No, yes.
Oh, I missed a piece of seller tape. Whoops. I guess it might help if I pay attention to the packaging and actually look out for the pieces of seller tape.
Tablet could or outperform the Dell Latitude 3180. Cool.
Well, it ain't gonna win any kind of speed rewards, but
What's the specs again? I didn't hear, sorry.
I'll tell you in a second when we get this thing on. I want to confirm the specs when I get into Windows.
Close edge and I can click.
Ugh. Oh, man, this box has an interesting smell to it. I blame the foam. Ugh. Ugh. God, that makes me sick. That makes me sick. That foam just smells awful. Anyway, so interesting. They're trying to copy Apple here with the bag with the matte texturing on it. That's quite nice. The bag is, the foam smell is just, oh, God. About just threw up because the foam just smells awful. Ooh, actually, that feels really nice. We'll get back to the tablet in a second. Anyway, let's go ahead and see if we can figure out what is underneath. Because there's supposed to be a bunch of cool little goodies inside. Hint, power adapter. Okay, so this must be the micro USB cable. This must be... What's in this box? Well, we're about to find out what is inside this little tiny box. Ugh. I'll tell you what, packaging is decent. Ah, this has the USB wall adapter in it. Nice. Okay, I'm done. I had my 5 seconds of fame. Probably blew your speakers.
I would have edited that just to have that.
I know. Oh my god. Well, you picked me at a good time when I have a good voice. God, this damn tape is really on there good. Well, what do you know? When you buy something cheap, it's got the gloss all over it. Ugh. Look at this. Just like the real Samsung adapters and Apple adapters, it's just ugh. Oh, hey, this is a this is a quick charger, 5 volts at 2 amps. That's not a quick charger. Well, it might be quick in the sense of a tablet, but I don't think so. Okay, so let's 5 volts and 2 amps. That's not a quick charger. That's the same rating that your phone charger would have had when it was new, and that did not have fast charging on it. Ah, yes. It does come with a micro USB to full-size USB-A dongle, which is quite nice. That's something Apple doesn't give you on their $1,300 MacBooks. And, of course, a micro USB cable. Okay, packaging is out of the way. Let's go ahead and check out the device itself. And I'm gonna have to set my phone. Oh no, I can get it out.
He says it's a quick charger. I looked at my phone charger, 5 volts and 2 amps.
I know.
That was my old laptop charger.
Oh god. Well, I'll be freaking damned. It is made of aluminum. I thought it was gonna be plastic, but it's actually made of aluminum.
That thing is probably higher quality than my laptop.
It is, because your laptop's more plastic than anything.
This laptop's not even plastic. I mean, you can literally, or it's cheap enough. You can literally like.
It's probably polycarbonate, so close enough. Polycarbonate and plastic are almost the same thing.
If I use enough force, I can actually bend the laptop.
Yeah.
And this is a 15-inch.
Well, obviously, there's a lot more surface area. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and take out this stupid FCC sticker here. But no, this tablet, so far, my first impressions of it are that it feels like a widescreen iPad from the build. It feels...
That actually looks like something that has a little, like, quality to it. Like, it's not a cheap piece of shit.
I know, I'm really surprised, considering the price. Like under $80, and it's made with aluminum. That's nice. Like, that's a change of pace.
Damn, Daniel.
Yeah, exactly. Back at it again with the aluminum tablets. He's totally made aluminum tablets. He's good at manufacturing, whoever this Daniel is. God damn it. Anyway.
That'd be perfect clickbait. You like, I just bought an $80 tablet that's like probably tougher than my laptop.
Well, it's probably faster than your laptop, all things considered. This is a quad-core Atom X5.
It's probably faster than this Dell Latitude 3180. Has Windows 10. It has 4 gigs of RAM, has 128 gigs of storage on it, and it has a 1.1 gigahertz processor in it.
What is it?
It's a Dell Latitude.
No, I meant the CPU. What model CPU is it?
I don't know. It's probably a Pentium. It's a 1.1 gigahertz processor.
That sounds more like a Core M to me.
It says Pentium right on the front.
Oh. Well, the CPU, the CPU in this tablet is the Intel Atom X5 Z300.
I think legit my laptop had a better processor than my old laptop, not the one I have. But my old laptop had like a 1.5 gigahertz Atom or something. I think that they would have been better than the Dell school.
God, I would like to get this stupid barcode off the back, but it's kind of
Do I have that? No, it's not on this computer. Of course.
The only crappy thing is that there's a little bit of sticker residue left over from these labels, but that's nothing I can't clean up.
I wonder if the front is plastic or glass. Like the screen.
Feels glass to me. Which is, honestly, the build is surprising considering the price. Like, honestly. I was not expecting it to be metal on the back. Anyway, it's probably going to start up in portrait, so let's go ahead and see if it's got any juice in the battery. So let's see.
Background noise.
3, 2, 1.
Smoke test. Wait.
This is not a smoke test.
Background noise?
Yeah, just a tiny bit.
Okay, I think that's...
Alright, well, so far so good. We got a Windows logo, so that's a good sign.
Ooh, it's a Windows logo.
Ooh. From first impressions, it is an IPS display.
I'm actually surprised it didn't come with something like Windows 10 Mobile.
It would have totally came with Windows 10s. Totally.
Sorry, my brother and sister are in the background.
It's alright. It's all good. It's all good, fam. Well, I don't know if this Windows key is going to light up. We'll see. Alright. So first impressions on the screen. Let's take a look.
That actually has full Windows 10 on it.
Yes, full Windows 10 home. I believe it's 64-bit, actually. Alright, well, I don't have to change any time zone settings, so I'm just going to move on here.
Checking for open programs.
Legal stuff, my favorite. Okay.
Now, here's the
I'm definitely going to customize this because it's Windows 10, so...
It's going to turn off all the spying.
Off, 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 off.
I've came across...
Off, off,
server,
off.
across probably the biggest Windows
Off,
10
off,
hater
and I
ever.
leave smart screen on. Alright. There is a slight bit of light bleeding, but I'll let that slide considering it's an $80 tablet. So I'll let the light bleeding on the bottom slide a little bit there. Alright, I need to create a user account.
How quick would you say it is?
I don't want to put a password on it right now because I'm going to sync it with my Microsoft account in a bit. So, yes, use Cortana.
How fast is it?
Well, so far so good. It booted up decently quickly. Alright, so we're going into the desktop now. So while it's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and pop it in the case. Put my knife away now that I don't need it. Stab myself apparently in the process. We'll see. Nope, I did pretty good. My blade is chipped, which kind of sucks. This text looks ridiculous in portrait mode. Look at it.
Getting things ready. And it's better than the Dell.
It's like right on the edge of the screen.
It's better than that Dell computer at school that had rubber glitch, so it would like... It was glitching out. It had like a... It was like glitching between different text. Like it was stuck like a box in the screen.
Well, hey, at least when you wake it up from standby, at least it doesn't like glitch out like crazy. Like the custom build I had. Give me just 1 second. Let me fudge this in the case here. We'll see how the fit is here. It's a brand new case, so I gotta kind of fudge it in there.
Wait, did you get a case for it?
Yeah, that Galaxy case. Remember I showed on Discord?
Oh, let me look.
Windows stays up to date to help protect you in an online world. I would have never known. Forced automatic updating. Alright, Ford Lover 2003, so that way you know the specifications. I believe the CPU is an Intel Atom X5 Z8300, and it's got 2 gigabytes of RAM, 32 gigabyte SSD, and, alright, it actually automatically rotated. Okay, we're on the desktop, and we got the Microsoft Signature Edition background, so that's definitely a good sign that this is a Signature Edition. So let's go ahead and we'll pop up the system. Yeah, me too. Alright, Windows 10 Home, it is 64-bit. Okay. Yep, Intel Atom X5 Z8300, 2 gigabytes of RAM. Yeah, and this tablet, by the way, for the person in the comment section who's asking about it. Yeah, I know. I thought it was going to be 32-bit, considering it's only got 2 gigabytes of RAM. But I guess some apps are 64-bit only, so it makes sense.
How much space does it have?
32 gigabytes.
32 gigabyte.
Which is good because that's basically like the absolute minimum you need for a Windows tablet. Out of the box, I get 19 gigs out of the 32 gigs out of the box, which is actually quite good. Because usually they load these things up with a bunch of junk, and you only get like 11 gigs out of your 32 gigs. But this one...
Windows technically was a tablet because it was a tablet.
Well, let me go ahead and put it into tablet mode here, and yeah. God, this screen looks nice.
My technically Windows tablet was like the same thing, but it just had
Okay, so we are running the anniversary update. Ooh, it's falling behind. We are running the anniversary update. We're on Windows 10 1607, so I better get that updated pretty quickly. But fortunately, I think this thing might just make the plunge straight to the Fall Creators Update. I better hope so. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and rename this to the...
My Windows tablet was basically the same thing, but it's an extra 32 gigs of space. And like a little bit higher.
I cannot type today. I'm just going to rename it like that, and then we'll just reboot. Alright, so if anybody's got their stopwatches going, then we'll see how fast it reboots here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm obviously not doing a very accurate job of timing this because it's doing a full reboot, so I probably shouldn't be timing it from a reboot because it's not an accurate description of how fast it starts up. So it's probably gonna rotate back into yes, it did. Okay.
That doesn't look like a very big screen, or it's just scaled a lot.
It's scaled up to 200%.
Okay, well that makes more sense.
It's only 8 inches and it's 1920 by 1200, so you gotta turn the...
1208.
Yes, across 8 inches. Actually, I need to connect this to the internet and then shut up OneDrive. I don't care.
He's gonna connect it to the internet. Boom, the stream dies.
It's gonna kill the stream because it's gonna start downloading Windows 10 updates. All right.
It's gonna start downloading the Fall Creators Update.
Yeah, and then it's gonna lag the internet hardcore. Anyway, but so far, this screen, well, it was from a reboot, so I guess I can't complain too much. I haven't tried shutting it off and whatnot.
I'm gonna, my Windows tablet's all fucked up.
Anyway, screen's at 60%, and it's quite bright, so that's not too shabby. All right, so let's go ahead and pop onto Edge, and then let's go get a pixel density calculator. Let's see here.
This is what my Windows tablet. I'll post it on Discord later. Because on the YouTube channel have featured you upload files.
Above 8 megabytes. The internet's going to be slow because I'm streaming, so it's not going to be an accurate representation of how fast this is.
Here, it's hiding. Alright, let's see if this thing works.
Probably not. Okay. So 1920 by 1200 is the default resolution for this website, but I'm going to scale that down to 8 inches. And
Did I just fuck more stuff up?
This screen is 283 pixels per inch. Not bad. Not bad for $80. So that's pretty good. Anyway.
Alright, let's see if this Windows tablet will work.
Ooh, little bit of stuttering. But I think it's just because it's still trying to start up from a full startup.
I just realized this is bent, just like my HP. It's like bent in the same way.
Nice. Alright.
No joke. Let's turn it on and see if it works. I haven't
Nope.
turned this thing on in so long.
I bought the tablet off Amazon for that person in the YouTube comments wondering.
Oh my gosh. This computer, which has been sitting in like a bin for like the last 6 months, it still works with all the battery.
Nice.
So it's charged. Oh, the keyboard works. And the screen actually works. I take that back, it's flickering actually.
Nice.
Yeah,
Flickering.
flickering. Where this one.
Oh god. But anyway, let's go ahead and try out the dual speakers. We'll go watch my own stream. Oh, God. Yeah, the internet's kind of slow. The internet is really slow, so it's not exactly doing anything in my favor right now. I'm not going to go watch myself on the live stream. I'm just going to load up another video here, and we'll just see how this looks.
Maybe this computer actually wasn't beat up by entire people.
Okay, we'll go ahead and let it load here.
I'm thinking about fixing up. I'm actually thinking of fixing up.
Okay. So initially I'm going to go ahead and mute the ad. Because I don't want copyright. I don't want copyright infringement, so I got to mute the ad. Okay, skip. And I think we're going to go ahead and jump the resolution straight to 1080p. And we're going to go and let it buffer here. And we'll just see if we can play 1080p right away. Probably not, because my internet sucks. But we all knew that, so whatever. The Windows button is not equipped with haptic feedback. I guess I'm not surprised to see that. Alright, so we'll go back into tablet mode here and don't tell me I tapped on that video. Okay. Turn off autoplay because it's stupid. Yes, allow full screen. Okay.
Some kind of silly remark for this video. Oh yeah, it's a computer map.
Ugh. Tinny. I guess I should have expected that, considering the price. So, and that could be also the there could be like a driver thing that's not allowing the speakers to get up to full equalization, but I'm not surprised because they're kind of muffled by the case too, and they're not very big speakers, so you get what you pay for. Now, does it turn on via the Windows button? It does not turn on via the Windows button. Okay, I'm not surprised to see that, because I know the Surface tablets do, but not this one apparently. But that's okay. Okay, so how are we doing on the battery life? We're at 94%, so that's good. Let's see here. Figure probably actually be a good idea if I do run the updates on this. But at least initial impressions seem pretty good. Seems to be pretty quick, actually. I'm really surprised. It's really quick. Because that loaded the store nice and quick. Load up a thing here. This is not an up-to-date version of the store, I know, so it's probably going to affect the performance and the fact that my internet connection's causing some problems. But initially, not too shabby. Also, let's go into settings, because I need to check to see... Absolutely, that's the main reason why I bought this, is because I was going to get it for school. And I was going to do my schoolwork in bed, because this is running full Windows 10. I don't know if I'm going to install the full-fledged Microsoft Office on this, because I think in the store you can get like the touch-friendly versions of Word in the store. And if you scroll down here, I think Microsoft Word is in the list. And that might just be Windows 10 mobile only. I'm not sure. And it might just be... Yeah, I remember that they made some kind of like touch-friendly versions of Microsoft Office, but I don't remember if that was for the Windows phones or not. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and turn off automatic updates because I don't want it to slow down the stream right now. I just needed to check for updates. But so far, the performance is satisfying me quite well. Coincidence, my friend Chris is actually now messaging me. And now I'm probably going to get like 50,000 different message notifications. But I got to say, the best part of this tablet so far is the display. It is nice and bright and sharp. And it should be. Because this is a nice... For the price, it's a nice IPS display. And it is indeed 1920 by 1200. So that's nice. So this will be nice to watch some videos on, especially Netflix, which I do plan on testing on this. I'm going to test a good variety of different things. I do need to get a micro SD card put into this, though, because I am going to test trying to play some games on it from Steam in particular, in case anybody's wondering. I think the Windows Store games that I plan on playing on this thing are going to run just fine, but I want to try it out on some games from Steam, like the classic Grand Theft Autos. I want to see if the old Grand Theft Autos will actually run on this, and of course I need to use CSGO might actually run just fine, as long as you turn the settings down. You might actually be able to play CSGO on this tablet. I don't own CSGO personally, but I think it would probably run just fine on this if you turn the settings down and turn the resolution down to 720p. You might be able to squeeze 60 frames per second out of this, if you're lucky, on a good day. But so far, the initial impressions of this tablet are quite positive. I have a lot of good stuff to say about this. And it is nice that they give you this adapter in the box. This is quite nice. So, that will come in handy. I'm going to turn the brightness down a little bit here, because it's kind of bright. And you don't get auto brightness on this, apparently. Which is okay, considering the price. I'm not surprised that it doesn't have auto brightness. Yeah, internet's going to be a pill. Of course, the internet's going to be a pill. When is my internet never a pill? But yeah, so far so good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put the Windows tablet off to the side now that I've done that. And now it's time for the more exciting part, I think, of putting the 1050 Ti into the HP XW6600. So, let's see here if I can get a prop going. This case is kind of slippery, this new Mophie juice pack I bought. It's kind of slippery, so I don't think I'm going to have a ball doing this. I think I'm going to have to, like, find my my tripod. I think it's out in the living room. I'm wanting to say yes to that. Guess we'll find out. Because that's where I last had it, to my recollection. And yep. It just gives me an excuse to get my fat butt up off the thing I was sitting on, so. Because I kind of need this right now. And then we'll go ahead and put the 1050 Ti in the workstation. Now, I'm making an upgrade from the graphics card I was using to set this up with. Because it's only got a GeForce 9800 GT in it right now, so it's not very good. So anyway, let me see if I can squeeze this in here. Oh, get it to stay inside the case anyway, or the tripod, sorry. Just by the stroke of luck, it actually does manage to fit in there. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to get it set up here. Let's see, Gateway, Core 2 Quad, 6 gigs of RAM, GT 710.
What are we looking at now?
We're putting the 1050 Ti in the workstation now.
Okay. Oh, look at that, I see Windows Vista.
Anyway.
Stop working.
Well, it's Windows Vista, what do you expect?
Oh wait, you have this thing on a tripod.
See, if you got a GT 710 2 gig, you're kind of pushing on the low end there. You might be able to push Grand Theft Auto 5 at 720p with the lowest setting, or the normal settings, I think, the lowest settings, and you might be able to push like 40 frames a second.
No man, here, just take my NVIDIA GTX.
Well, I remember I tried the 960 in my workstation. It worked pretty well. I couldn't get very high settings out of this system, and I think it was mainly due to the limitation of the system bus, and it could have been a bottleneck of the 960 as well. I could be wrong on that. Because I remember I could get high settings out of the 960 on my workstation, but it would bottleneck as soon as I hit very high, so yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and unplug this, even though I don't want to do that, because...
You get the fan too.
Probably going to screw this up somehow. You can unplug the DVI cable.
He's going to lift it.
Yeah, I'm gonna lift the 40-pound system. Not very far.
That's 40 pounds for your 600.
No, I'm serious. It is 40 pounds.
Oh my god. That's like as heavy as my sister.
You're using your sister as a comparison point. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Anyway, I don't know why you'd want to use your sister as a comparison point. That just sounds off.
That CPU fan looks cool. By the way, I love your content.
Well, thank you, good sir. Appreciate you taking time to watch, because it's been kind of hard to make content recently.
He just watches. It's one of those kind of people, like, he says I love your content, not even subscribe.
Oh, I know, right? I've seen people like that. They do come around. Okay, will this hold it? Just barely, actually. That actually didn't turn out too badly. I'm just worried that if I shake this, it's going to knock my phone into eternity.
Burnt Toast asks, are you related to Jay's 2 cents?
No. You could say that Barnacle-Lee's Nerdgasm is related to Jay's 2 cents because he's down there right now. You know, it's funny, actually. Barnacle-Lee's Nerdgasm is actually not too far away from where I live. He's in the Seattle-Tacoma area. So technically he's like 4 hours away from me, from his house.
So he says, are you related to Jay's 2 cents?
No, sadly, I'm not related to Jay's 2 cents, so yeah. Yeah, actually, let me get you guys a look at this real quick before I put it in. There is no 6-pin power connector on this card. There is none. Not even down there where the... actually, hang on.
Surgery to add it.
Well, there are solder pads for a 6-pin power connector down there.
Your content is way more useful than both of them, to be honest.
Well, especially Barnacle-Lee's Nerdgasm, because all he does is complain about Windows 10. That's all he seems to be doing recently. Nothing against him, but, you know, honestly, seriously, that does kind of get old. You should probably defragment this volume.
This is an 80 gig, this is 85 gig partition. It's going to take like 2 hours to defrag. This hard drive is so slow.
You know what else is slow? My ass.
Oh my god,
My ass. You don't get the Tourette's guy joke? You don't get the Tourette's guy joke? Damn it. I thought it would be funny. Anyway. Well, actually, I'm trying to think of what. Yes, Mom. She just walked in the door.
The fuck is he? What the hell? Just put it on. I gotta go out and make
Give me just 1 second.
payment to the mechanic so he can start working on the truck. Discord is. What the fuck? My Discord is broke. My computer is broke. I did. It's pretty damn hard.
They slip right down my pants.
What are you saying you needed?
I don't know what you're saying is pretty damn good.
Because I don't have any CDs in the truck.
Oh.
Listen to my.
I got one. Hang on.
So,
Assuming I brought it in.
I looked for that truck and then.
Assuming I have one for it. I don't know if I do. Sorry, I'm having to.
For my computer.
Sorry, I'm having to help Mom out here real quick. I'm trying to remember where I had my. Where the hell is that bag? I had a bag that had one of those in it, and I don't remember where I put it. I don't even know if it's in the house. Did I even bring it in?
What?
I'm trying to remember if I brought it in or not.
Yes, hi.
I did. Okay, there it is. It's right there. Because I got one of those cables in it. Where did I put it? There it is. Found it. Found it.
Alright.
Okay, I'm gonna get back to what I was doing.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, you can see my gargantuan case now. Anyway, so let's go ahead and put the workstation back into place. And then we can get on with this testing stream.
Yes, my computer actually works again.
Well, isn't that just good? You know, it's good to have a computer that works.
No, legitimately, I clicked on a server and it kept spamming my phone with just.
That's why you don't.
Discord links.
That's why you don't click on websites you don't trust. Pro tip: that's why you don't click on links you don't trust. Anyway, I gotta take out the little DVI-D protector thingy, and I can plug in the DVI, and then we can get to this.
Plug it in, plug it in.
Plug it in, plug it in.
Oh my god.
You gotta sing it like that, otherwise the jingle doesn't work.
Good heck.
Okay. Time to kill myself plugging in the ports. This wouldn't be a Jordan Willer video without stuff falling all over the place. Don't you know? I need the system below the workstation so that way I can do some data transfer from an old PowerPC Mac, because it's probably going to be the only system I can get Linux to boot on. Because all my other systems are like Socket 478 Pentium 4s.
Like mine.
God damn it! Ugh, fuck.
Jordan's dying, guys.
Yes, it's exciting content. 5-star.
Well, someone subscribe because you're somehow 484 anyway.
Yeah, I know who subscribed. It notified me of it. It notified me of it. Okay.
Oh, fuck my arm.
So let's see. The audio cable down there. And keyboard, mouse, network adapter, and power. And then I'll connect my controller in a minute. God damn it. My Xbox controller.
Oh, just put some games on it.
Make an attempt to anyway. This dress here that doesn't work quite right as a table. Alright, moment of truth. Let's see if this thing blows 6-foot flames out the back.
Smoke test.
Smoke test.
Looks like it's gonna fall over.
It is going to fall over someday.
Someone got a new monitor.
Free monitor, actually. HP 2009M. I got it for free from a client because they didn't want it anymore.
HP Invent.
Invent absolutely nothing because it says a blatant Intel logo on the BIOS screen.
It sits on that screen for so damn long.
Well, looky there. Not blown up yet.
Windows.
Yeah, I know, right? The thing starts smoking as soon as it starts putting window.
No.
Don't curse it, because that might actually end up happening. Because, you know, I'll get the YouTube electricians up in arms. This is connected to a power strip, connected to an old 2-prong outlet. So if you want to get the YouTube electricians up in arms, there you go. That's all. This is exactly what I'm running this setup on.
No, smoking a cigarette's bad. Don't do it. That's how to die. That computer takes a jillion years to start up.
Well, what's new? It's only a DDR2 system. Plus, it's got new hardware, so it does a full startup.
Yeah, it's running Windows 10.
Yeah, it's a 2008 system running Windows 10, but it does have dual processors in it, but it's only a SATA 2 bus. As far as I know, it's only SATA 2. Yeah, it is only SATA 2. But the hard drive is quite slow. It's only the only one I got in there right now is a 500 gig. If I get more money, I'm going to buy a new hard drive for this system. It's going to be one of those SSHDs, if they still make those.
That monitor looks nice.
It is quite nice. It is a 1600 by 900, and I'm going to assume it's an IPS panel. It's actually a really nice display.
1600 by 900. That's the resolution of my old Lenovo IdeaPad laptop.
That's the resolution of my old Lenovo G780. The 17-inch hunk of crap that never worked half the time on Windows 10.
And my watches, he's gonna buy a G780.
I'm not buying a G780 again. Unless it has the GeForce graphics adapter.
Well, what was wrong with it in the first place?
It had some kind of motherboard thing where it kept something with it. It just kept it kept fucking with the hard drive, and it kept making it not boot, or it would unmount the C drive. It kept getting really aggravating. And I got fed up with it after enough times of sitting there dealing with it, unmounting the C drive, and I had to reboot Windows. It's kind of annoying.
Do you have an SSD in your 2010 MacBook?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do, actually. I got it for free. No surprise.
By the way, I'm just reading the chat.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate that. It's a 128 gig SSD that I put in my MacBook, and I had the internet recovery to OS X Line. Let me tell you, what kind of a fucking pain in the ass it is to get to the latest release. Because my internet recovery on my 2010 MacBook is the same exact OS that my 2011 iMac uses, and that's Lion. Although I haven't tried internet recovery on the iMac, so I wouldn't know, but I'm going to assume it's Lion because it came out in mid-2011, so that's when Lion came out. I digress. You cannot directly upgrade from Lion to macOS High Sierra. It will just say you need macOS 10.8 or newer. And it's so stupid that they don't internet recovery 10.8 now instead of just internet recovering 10.7. It makes absolutely fuck all sense. But then again, we're talking about Apple here.
It's Apple, that's why.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I like their hardware, hence why I'm using an iPhone 6s to live stream. My main-ish laptop is a mid-2010 MacBook, and my main video editing system is a mid-2011 iMac.
I like their hardware, and then it's gonna overheat.
I have fan speed control apps on all my Macs. Trust me. Well, I would like to. Yeah, see, this is running the Fall Creators Update. You can tell the notifications look the same. Anyway, let's see if I can get the screen resolution up. Yeah, Microsoft forced Candy Crush Soda Saga on my system, so I'm gonna go give that a 1 star once I'm done with this.
Your screen is derping out.
It probably is, because I just booted this up, and it's going to try and find a display driver. Oh, hey, I can jump straight to the native res. Nice. Nice.
Oh, I had to install every OS X from Snow Leopard to Sierra.
Oh my god, I bet that would suck. You have to go from, like, Snow Leopard to Lion, and then... Ugh, that must have sucked. I feel your pain, bro. I feel your pain. Because I had the same exact freaking issue. My MacBook, by the way, the late 2009, I think, is the earliest MacBook, the white MacBooks, that will run the internet recovery. Because they use the previous generation to the late 2009 used the Penryn Core 2 Duo. I don't remember what the hell the core name was on these newer last-gen Core 2 Duo MacBooks. I forget what the code name of the CPU is. Anyway, geforce.com/drivers. It's a familiar thing because, of course, my Google Chrome link code comes up right away. And, of course, the internet's going to be really, really, really derpily slow because I'm live streaming. But, hey, 1050 Ti. You know what was really odd? It didn't even come with a disk with drivers and a benchmark utility on it. Kind of strange.
Because it's a graphics card.
No, my 650 and my 960 both came with driver DVDs and benchmark utilities. Anyway, now I can finally select GeForce 10 series. Mine is a 1050 Ti, Windows 10, 64-bit. Alright, we're going to get the latest driver, because why not? Well, you can't internet recovery Snow Leopard. The minimum internet recovery capable operating system is Lion. Because that was one of the features that was introduced with Lion, was the ability to download the operating system straight from Apple. You didn't have to have a disk. Because Lion was...
Was Lion version 10.7?
10.7, yeah. Okay. I'm having too much fun with that. This is why these live streams get taken off of YouTube. Mama!
I can't. I'm just clicking this over next having a fart.
You're doing it on purpose now, aren't you?
This HP mouse is so cheap, like...
Dude, you want to see a cheap mouse? Look at this Dell mouse. Look at this Dell mouse. This is the cheapest mouse you'll ever see. But it works.
I can't click it like at all.
No, you want to know what mouse sucks? You want to know what mouse sucks? Oh god, I'm hitting low. I'm not even an hour into the stream and my phone's complaining that I'm on low battery. Well, hey, ladies and gentlemen, that's why we can test out the battery case now. Here, let me do one turn on.
Now we know the battery case absolutely sucks.
I didn't have the battery case turned on.
Like,
I just now turned it on. So, yeah. Okay. So it's going to be approximately 15 minutes until the download finishes. So, yeah. So is there anything else you want to talk about while we wait for that? Oh, hang on. I think that's straight from NVIDIA, but if you buy a GeForce GTX 10 series, you get a free game. I don't know if my card applies for it. I don't think so. Because I think you have to buy it straight from NVIDIA's site in order to have that qualify. But I could be wrong. Hell, it'd be kind of nice to download a free game with a purchase of my 1050 Ti. That'd be nice. Ugh, slow internet. Ugh. Ugh. Puke.
doesn't seem like slow internet.
Well, when you're here and you try to do a bunch of stuff on it, yeah. Ah! The 1050 Ti is not available on that deal. Damn it.
Rest in peace.
Rip. But I was not going to buy a 1060 because they were like $300 for a 6 gig 1060.
He returned the 1050 Ti, now he's gonna buy a 1080.
No, I'm not. Trust me. I already had enough of a time trying to figure out if I wanted a 1060 over a 1050 Ti, and I decided to do the 1050 Ti because a 6 gigabyte 1060 is like $300 on Amazon versus when I bought my 1050 Ti for $155. Plus, my workstation really would not be able to take advantage of a 1060 anyway. The 1050 Ti is basically like an energy efficient version of the 960 with a slight bit more horsepower. That's what it is. But the cool thing is that my graphics card has a 90-day money-back guarantee, so I'm going to put it through its paces, and I'm going to see if it'll hold up. 90-day return guarantee, I think.
90 days. It works fine until the 91st day.
That was my 650. My freaking 650 died after the warranty.
The reason I like Mac instead of Windows 10 is load times. Incredible how my late 2009 runs faster.
I know. I can agree on that. Frick.
2015 before I...
Hell, after I put...
Well, it depends on your hard drive. Because
Well, yeah, that's exactly what I was going to get onto. Let me explain. Because when I had macOS High Sierra on my MacBook, it was so awfully slow. I mean, it was bad. Really bad. It took, like, honest to God, a minute and a half. It took, honest to God, a minute and a half just to boot up. That's how bad it was.
Exactly why I wanted the Dell laptop, skin an SSD in it. And the fact that it's like so expensive with an SSD. Some files in the volume could not be defragmented. Well, defragmented again. But anyway, but now that I put the SSD in my MacBook, and by the way, this is a Core 2 Duo with a GeForce 320M, 256 megabyte, by the way, it almost feels like a brand new computer on the latest operating system. You have no dock. Good job.
Yeah. I bumped the memory from 4 gigs to 6 gigs of 1067 megahertz DDR3. That is the fastest memory for this system, by the way. It will not go above 1067. But hey, on the plus side, it's not 1027 megahertz like that dumbass on my unboxing video, who's trying to think that, oh yes, DDR3 1027 megahertz memory exists, and you're the fucking dumbass that buys this stupid shit on eBay. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. Like, come on.
You just shared your serial number. Good job. Yes, I know. Mine does too.
What the hell is the serial number gonna do for anybody else wanting it? They're just gonna look it up and whatever.
What now?
Whatever. Anyway. But yeah, 128 gigs, solid state SATA drive. I'm assuming that macOS High Sierra has that trim support built into it. In fact, I wonder if right now, let's check to see if I got APFS. I wonder if I did. Hey, I did. I actually got an APFS volume. Hey, not too shabby. Because the thing is that APFS is only doing an automatic upgrade on solid state drives, not hard drives at the moment. Okay. Got our daily dose of Windows XP sounds. But yeah,
Alright, that's the last you're going to be doing that. I'm trying to
okay, yeah, that's fine, because I'm losing my voice.
He's losing his voice.
I'm losing my voice, and that's sad, because I have a lot of voice. I digress. Well, honestly, I think the reason why they supported High Sierra is just because it's just a bug fix update to Sierra.
That's because it's called High Sierra, because Sierra uses it's a higher version of Sierra. Therefore, you have to trust it.
You got me lifted, feeling so gifted. Show you why you get so high.
I didn't know you got so high.
Well, actually, I'm pretty low. I'm only at like 1,000 feet above sea level. So, yeah. Bad joke, by the way. Anyway,
Just cut out.
it's always gonna cut out. What do you expect? I'm not gonna edit on the MacBook again, just because that Core 2 Duo is so slow for editing 720p. 720p, by the way.
The touchpad's gonna derp out.
It actually has not derped out recently. It actually has been pretty good. I think it was just a software thing when it came to macOS Sierra. I'm not sure what it was. I really don't know what it was, but it's been fine ever since I formatted it. Format!
Use it to format your drive, just hit it with a hammer.
What in the hell? What is this meme?
What?
What is this meme?
What is what meme? Where the fuck is that?
I have no idea what this is, but I find it funny.
Wait, where is that?
It's on the Skylord Discord.
Skylord Discord. Oh, you're on that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he doesn't get the. I'm surprised he doesn't get that Jimmy Neutron reference with the "What's poppin', Jimbo?"
I was on that server at one point, but I left it.
Probably because of the fact that you don't like inactive servers, but then you join like 50 servers that are like inactive and you never are in them. So it's like.
Let's join it right now.
Anyway.
Yeah, stupid things.
Alright, how are we doing on the download here on the GeForce drivers? If I can flip the camera around, it'd be nice. There we go. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I will say, though, for the workstation running the Fall Creators Update, it's not bad. It's actually not that bad of an update. I will give it that. It's pretty nice. I might experiment with the phone section. I might download the Cortana app and see if it actually works. I doubt it, because I use a Mac, obviously. But I might dink around with that. Well, technically, I do have a Windows phone. It's just an old piece of junk 635 Lumia. Doesn't go past the anniversary update, but, you know.
Let's join it right now.
Anyway, I think I'm up to date. I don't have to worry about the... Oh, that's why the downloading is taking forever, because it's trying to download the track in the background. Well, isn't that just funny? Anyway, do I have any retro game consoles?
Stream's crapping out.
I do have an NEC TurboGrafx 16, if that's retro enough for you.
This, I get immediate things.
Bought it for $1, so can't complain on that.
I love how as soon as I click this, everything's in arcade. Ha 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 ha.
FUNNI. Anyway, what other kind of retro game consoles do I have? I guess you could technically consider the PlayStation 2 to be retro at this point. It's about as old as it would probably need to be a retro game console. I mean, hell, the PlayStation 2 came out in 2000, so why not? And, let's see. I know my friend has a PlayStation 1. And, what else is there? My friend also has a Nintendo 64. Trying to think of what else. I guess you could probably consider an old PC to be a retro gaming console if you set it up enough. But, as for what I have, oh, nice, Genesis Model 2. You know, I would like to have, God, what the hell is it? I want a Dreamcast, that's what I want. But I gotta justify where I'm gonna buy it for and at what price, and if it even comes with anything. That's the problem. It's just I don't know what place I want to buy it from, how much my budget is when it comes to that sort of thing. But I would love to have a Dreamcast, honestly. Hey, driver's done downloading. Oh yes, by the way, my friend actually does have an NES as well, I think. I don't remember.
You need to get an NES.
I need to get an NES. I need to get it. I really need that NES. Okay, I'm done. Let's get to installing this driver here. Oh no, I'm running K-Lite version 13.5.5. I'll update you in a second. Let's get this driver going. Need! Okay. That's good enough. It's almost as bad. It's almost as bad as the Scares 009 video on the PlayStation 2 BIOS corruptions, where it literally just says entertainment, and he goes, entertainment. This is the future of entertainment, because it just says entertainment. Come on, swap the camera. Swap the camera. There we go.
I think there's a gay drunk idiot in the Discord right now.
Well, you'll be happy to know that live streaming and charging the phone with the battery case, I went from 20 to 32% in less than 10 minutes, so...
It's magic!
It's magic! It's magic, Harry. You're a wizard, Harry. Okay, anyway. Enough of the Harry Potter references. The default rank given by Me6. Hey, Me6 has made a return. That's an unfamiliar bot, isn't it? We're not talking about people in the chat. We're talking about Patrick on the Discord audio chat.
Oh, what? You're nothing.
He is a something. He's participating in the YouTube stream, so he's something.
Oh, look, I love how I just went up to Trusted.
How are you trusted? I'd like to know.
I'm a better boy than you are.
No, I am the only boy that will become the boy.
We have gay rank.
Okay, agree and continue. Old VTech consoles. Yes, I can attest to that. I have. It's not really that old, but I guess you could say it is kind of old. I had an old VTech V-Smile. That's exactly what I...
When your VTech was one of those, like, cameras things for, like, kids. It's old.
Well, you know what would actually be kind of cool? You know what would be kind of cool? Would be, because I had an old VTech V-Smile back when they were doing, like, the little edutainment kind of console sorts of things that took like those weird shaped cartridges that were purple. Well, I guess they could have had different colors to them. They're either purple or they were orange. I don't remember. Oh wow, V-Smile Pocket, nice. I remember I used to play the crap out of that thing way back when I was like 5 or 6.
I used that too back in the day. My brother still uses it. I'm gonna look up what's a V-Smile because I'm like.
You're gonna be severely disappointed.
Learning system with controller, one game, $20 on eBay. Oh my.
Well, better buy it.
I might have actually had something like that.
Yeah. Ugh. Well, once we get this driver installed, maybe we might be able to play BeamNG Drive. Right now it's removing whatever previous graphics driver it's using. Rip indeed. New legends will rise with somebody who bought a 1050 Ti instead of a 1060.
Good job.
Still preparing for install because you gotta have all the preparation in the world. Don't you know, this is very entertaining.
This is very entertaining, not with a TM at the end.
This is the future of entertainment!
This is how we entertain ourselves in 2017. We just sit and work and then...
No, the entertainment factor for people is people swearing in front of their freaking screen-recorded gameplay. Which all it is just basically them swearing to little 12-year-olds on Grand Theft Auto Online.
Be like, what the fuck, man? You just beat me. I'm gonna kill you now.
That's pretty much online gaming in a nutshell. Actually, Call of Duty's worse. I take back what I said. Call of Duty's worse. Yeah.
This guy's still gay.
Well, right now we're installing some Visual C++ redistributable packages, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a break. I need to go use the restroom, so I'm gonna take a quick break and I'll be right back. So I'm gonna go ahead and set the camera down. Excuse me. Ugh, God, I did it again.
That's probably like the 16th time you burped today.
No, I burped more today. Oh God. Yeah, or Minecraft, you could probably debate on that, but my God. When I get back, I'll probably talk about something else, but anyway. Let me get the tripod to stand up straight, kind of. Maybe. Come on. No, we're just not going to stand up. Alright, good enough. Anyway, I'm back.
Wait.
I'm back. And by the way, just like any HP monitor of some kind of recent generation, this does have built-in speakers in the monitor. They're not the tiniest thing I've heard, but they're not the greatest either, but they get the job done.
Does it have built-in speakers?
Yes. And as a matter, a fun fact, they actually sound a lot better than the speakers in my messy background 1080p monitor. Because my 1080p monitor actually has speakers built into it, but they are the tiniest pieces of garbage you will ever hear. It's kind of sad that when you plug an HDMI capable device into it, it defaults to using the HDMI as the sound output, of course, because it's HDMI and it thinks it's a TV. But I'm glad they give you a headphone jack or a line out jack, because you definitely want to use it, because the speakers on the monitor sound so awful. Really, they sound bad. But I guess, what do you expect? I mean, I picked the monitor up at a yard sale for, like, what was it, $5, so what the hell. Yeah. I mean, it's a 23-inch 1080p display for $5, so I'm not going to complain about the speakers, because I don't have to use them. I just use the internal speakers on my iMac. They seem to work just fine. They sound pretty good. I've thought about wanting to... no, actually, the monitor is from 2009. This monitor is actually from 2009 as well. So, yeah. Alright, there's 3D Vision. So, it's installing all the usual governs GeForce experiences. NVIDIA Windows Vista 3D Stereo Driver. Windows Vista, in the name of the driver. What? What is that? What is this? What is this? What are you doing? What are you doing, NVIDIA? NVIDIA Windows Vista 3D Stereo Driver.
Was added to the game list?
Ugh. I give up.
What the fuck, Avast?
I give up on life.
Can I take over your life?
Yeah, Avast pops up. Here, let me help you boost your games. Buy our premium antivirus.
Let's check the games list on my PC.
Alright, well, we should be done now that it's finishing up installing Shadowplay. That actually should be pretty interesting to take a look at. We'll see if Shadowplay actually causes or what the hell was it? There's the freaking... the NVIDIA screen sharing or screen recording thing that runs on the GeForce experience. I forget what the heck it's called.
I know I spelled screw wrong. I did that.
Okay, so let's go ahead and launch GeForce experience. I do like NVIDIA drivers because most of the time you do not have to reboot the computer. It's kind of nice. Well, hey, you could have been like the Maritime Man. You could still be using a CRT on Windows 10. 1024 by 768. Alright. I think I logged in with Google on GeForce Experience last time, I want to say. Yeah, 1024 by 768 resolution.
Nice.
But hey, if you got a nice quality CRT, definitely make use of it.
I did that once, it's the worst experience.
Well, be thankful it's not your main computer, because when I used my Lenovo/IBM ThinkPad T60 way back in 2012, it had a 1024 by 768 display on it. It did not have the high-res 1400 by 1050 display. Tried doing video editing on that kind of a screen resolution. Well, back then I was using Windows Movie Maker, so it wasn't that bad, but you know, it's kind of limiting.
This is Windows Movie Maker.
Well, I'm not using Windows Movie Maker anymore, obviously.
And I should be the one to shut up because I'm the one who uses it.
Hey, Movie Maker 2012 wasn't bad. In fact, it's actually pretty good for what it was, and still might be. But
I don't have it on my laptop, but once I get on something like that Dell XPS laptop, I can on it.
Justin, you're funny. I can see you're commenting on me
It's like
on my
easier
live
to
stream.
use.
Anyway, I gotta remember what my. I think I was using my regular email. By the way, no snapshots of my password for those wondering it. Nope, you're not getting it. Yeah, I'm still streaming, Justin. I'm only 80 minutes into the stream. Only 80 minutes in.
It says started streaming 51 minutes ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's completely incorrect because I've been streaming for 80 minutes now. So, all right. Now I got to type in my wonderfully crafted password.
Let me check the Discord right now and see. It was 7:59 p.m. my time, and you weren't live streaming it. It's
Well, I know you work, obviously, so whatever. Anyway,
Yeah.
slow internet and all because I'm streaming, of course. But yeah, hopefully BeamNG runs a lot better now that I'm getting this.
Subs is Justin. Wow. What? Doesn't make any sense.
Okay, optimize. Yep, optimize. Yeah. Okay, one game found. Oh, that was not what I was expecting. It found Minecraft Windows 10 Edition, which I did not tell Microsoft to install. So typical, they're installing stuff behind my back.
Yeah. They start installing stuff on the computer.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Candy Crush Soda Saga, we're going to uninstall. Let's see here. March of Empires, War of Lords, uninstall. Minecraft, uninstall. I think that was all that they... I think that was all. Okay, so I think I need to manually add BeamNG, if I remember correctly, because I don't think they... Oops, that's not what I wanted. I think you have to go under Games, and you have to manually... Oh, BeamNG's not set up. Well, no wonder it's not showing up. Poop.
Well then, set it up.
Well, I have to launch it for the first time. Okay? And it's probably going to take forever because Steam. We're going to have to go through the 3-step process, and the VC redistributable takes forever. Yes, replace. So now we get to wait for this. Well, while it's doing that,
How many games do you have on a computer?
I only got 3 on it right now. 1 is technically installed. The other 2 are downloading, technically in quote marks. Not really, because I have the download paused. But I'm gonna take my USB stick. I'm gonna go get my BeamNG mods off my iMac, so that way I have at least something interesting to test it with. And we'll let that go ahead and run here. Actually, before I do, I need to unplug the controller. Plug it in.
Plug it in. Dang, autocorrect.
It's your best friend. Autocorrect is your best friend.
Autocorrect.
Okay, iMac is off. Okay, well that's nice. Let's wait for that to boot up now. Well, I'm out of soda, so that sucks. Well, it's nice talking to you guys. Hope you have a good night. I think that's probably going to be it for the live stream at this point. It's just going to be my personal curiosity. I don't really think I need to be streaming this. It's mainly just going to be me and my curiosity at this point. Actually, I wonder, is Grand Theft Auto 5 finished downloading? I'm not sure. I guess I'll go look.
You're just going to stream playing games for the next 5 hours.
No, because I have some better things to do with my life. Okay, well, I thought GTA 5 would have been done downloading, but I guess it's not, so, well, that's useful. Well, BeamNG Drive will be a good test. So, yeah, alright, so I gotta log in real quick. And then, we'll go ahead and, get some mods copied over after it, and, well, I'm gonna run it first with all the mods uninstalled, and then we'll copy them over, whatnot. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. There's really nothing else interesting to take a look at, so hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see what we'll do later on in terms of streaming. We'll see if we can get some pretty interesting games going on the workstation here. My friend's apparently got Subnautica. We might check that out. He also wants me to try out Final Fantasy 13. So, we'll see. There's some other games I want to check out, too. I want to see how well Grand Theft Auto 4 runs and see if it's lagged like it used to when I had the 960 in it. So on and so forth. So until then, guys, I appreciate you taking time to watch the stream. Take care.